And we can see that this is pretty easy checkmate, so let's just move our rook. I just won a chess game without ever touching the board, and this bug that let me do that is the same one that let attackers bypass paywalls, get free upgrades, or even rewrite prices of items that you see in an e-commerce application. So in this video, we will be covering this exact vulnerability, but we will perform this in a safe environment. We will be doing this on TryHackMe, the world's largest hands-on cybersecurity training platform. Something like 8 million people learning from it. So let's get into it. So the lab we are going to look at today is Fool's Mate, and this is free, so you can try it out as well. I'm going to start the lab machine from here by clicking on Start Lab Machine. And while it's getting started, let's also start the attack box because I don't want to do any extra setup, and we can directly explore this machine with our browser. So you don't even need to install Kali Linux or anything in your system. And yeah, we also have to find the flag. So as I said, this is actually chess game and we need to exploit that. So I'll show you that in a minute. It's really interesting. Also, if you're someone who is looking to explore more in TryHackMe, like premium labs and everything, you can use my code. So just go to the description and you will find my UDM link there. By clicking on that, you will get 25% off on TryHackMe annual subscription. Okay, so our attack machine is started. So I'm going to maximize this to full screen. And yeah, we are in. This looks pretty cool. I'm going to minimize this for now, and I'm going to click on Firefox to launch the browser. And let's go back and see the IP address we got. Okay, so back in this tab, and we can see that we have this IP 1049.177 and 122. So we need to type this IP address in the browser. Okay, let's hit enter. And yeah, here we are. I want to maximize this as well, this browser, and this looks much better now. So we have the chess game over here, and we are kind of like in the end game. And we can see that this is pretty easy checkmate, so let's just move our rook. What? We are getting "I'll shut down your PC if you play that." We're getting an error. It means there is no way to checkmate there. Let's try something else. Let's put it here. Okay, it's not allowing us to do that. But we can move the other pieces pretty fine. We can move the king, the pawns, but only when we try to checkmate, we get that error. Okay, so from our analysis this far, we can see that we can make the other moves pretty fine, but only the checkmate move is blocking some way. It could be client side or it could be server side restriction, and our job is to identify what's actually making that happen. And we can do that by analyzing the HTTP requests and responses. So let's open our networks tab. I'm going to click on inspect and go to networks. So let's reload the page to capture the request. And okay, I'm going to click on XHR because I'm looking for specific API request. Now let's make a move. Okay, we can see an HTTP request, a post method to this path /API/move. Let's see what we have in the request. Okay, in the request we have from and to. So we are going from G2 to G4, which makes sense because our pawn was over here, G2, and now it's on G4. Okay, what do we have in response? Okay, successful move, status ongoing, and then we also have the bot move because the bot also made a move here. I moved the king from G8 to H8 over here. Okay, this makes sense. Let's try to move something else. And let's see what we are getting. Now let's try to move our rook and see if we are getting any requests. So I'm going to click over here, but we are still getting that error, and we also don't see anything in the HTTP request. It means that there is no request leaving the application, and if it's not leaving the application, means this restriction is happening client side and not on the server side, because If it was happening server side, we will definitely see a request here some way. And we could try to bypass that by maybe response manipulation, but that's not the case here. So what we have to do is bypass client-side restriction. So this client-side restriction must be happening through JavaScript. I mean, that has to be the only way here. So let's go to debugger and let's click on JS. We have app.js. I'm going to pull this down and get over here. Okay, so we have some JavaScript code here. Let's scroll down a bit and see what we have. Okay, this is build board. And this one is pretty interesting because let me go a bit here. Yeah, if you see that, we have the notice. I'll shut down your PC if you play that. It means this function is the one that is responsible for the restriction we are having to not be able to checkmate. And what it does, it takes 3 params from, to, and promotion. And this function is basically checking if a particular move is causing checkmate. And if it does, it shows us a system notice and returns false. So this is what's blocking us. But this is truly on the client side and not the server side. So there is one way to bypass it, is by making a request directly to server side. We're going to do this with curl because that's much easier. Okay, so we already know what the request looks like. All we have to do is change the values of from and to. I'm going to minimize this over here, and now I'm going to open my terminal. Great. Okay, so now let's write our curl request, curl -x for providing the HTTP method, because curl by default sends a get request, but if you want to send a post request, put request, or anything except get, we have to provide the HTTP method like this. Okay, next up we have is the URL, which is HTTP 1049 dot, let me check again, 177 and 122. Okay, and the path was API move. We also need to provide a header. It's really important header because we are going to be sending a body, and the body is in JSON format, so we have to provide the content type. Let's type in content, then type. That will be application JSON. Yeah, so that looks correct. Now we are going to provide the body. So to provide a JSON body, you have to type in -d and then provide the curly braces. And then inside the curly braces, we are going to be providing key value pairs. So let's type in 2 double quotes, colon, 2 double quotes. This is how the format looks like. So we have 2, and then we have to provide a value to, is it first form or to? I have to confirm that. Okay, it's from first, from, and then we have to. So we're going from A1 to A8. Okay. Again, everything should be in double quotes, and this whole thing should be inside a single quote. Hopefully there is no error in this command, but if there is, we will solve it later. Anyways, that's all we need. Let's hit enter. Okay, we are getting an error. Content type. Yeah, I think I know why. There is a coding error. This one, content type header, the double quotes shouldn't be here. We have to start the double quote here and then end it over here. I mean, after the JSON, and there was extra over here. That's why we were getting an error, but we shouldn't get any more. Yeah, that's correct. We are getting successful response, and move happened from A1 to A8. It says winner, and we also got the flag. So we were able to successfully bypass this restriction, client-side restriction, by simply making a request to server. So what we learned from here is anything you see client side, don't trust it. There might be a bypass on the server side where there is no check. Okay, so let's copy this flag back to the THM tab, and we're going to paste the flag here, and let's check it. And yeah, that's correct. Okay, that was a truly fun lab. If you really want to explore more premium labs, don't forget to check out my link in the description to get 25% off on TryHackMe. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.